But again, a very interesting draft coming out. There's great team fight coming out on MOUZ, but you can also say the same for Apex Genesis, right? Like, you've got the Enigma, you have all of this laning potential coming out, you've got this Ags timing lined up for Void Spirit on Wish.
Fatal join. They have no idea there is a smoked 5-man MOUZ Esports standing right above them, as Sammy's going to run into them in just a moment. But MOUZ, they will not break the smoke yet. Now they will, but Sammy will see them. Still, the disruption does come in. It won't matter, they've caught him, but can they lock him down long enough? Sammy, already down to half HP, still trying to run. He looks like he's in pretty big trouble as he is down. Bengun, in fact, Bengun was the one to secure first blood on the Phoenix, and now Bignum is gone. Olnet's still going for more, but Wish is down. They'll get Olnet eventually. Yamsun trying to heal up through this. May make it up based off the Wisp, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow return back to the lane or the base. As they will continue going now. Force looking for the kill, and it looks like they've got it. Yamsun also down, already to 4-1, the way of MOUZ Esports.
He is at least matching the pace we're seeing from Sammy Boy, and again, the Luna can scale up fast, although they'll try again.
They're going to try again. Olnet in trouble this time around. Looks like he should be set to fall, though he's trying to fight back here with Bignum, but it's no chance. Bengun trying his best to help out with those level 2 of Fire Spirits, but not going to be enough this time. It's now top lane. Yamsun will go down. Narman able to pick up his second kill of the game on the Shadow Demon.
It's just really strong lanes coming out here from the side of MOUZ. Force is just not going to be threatened. So Narman can always just sit away, poke, keep these camps blocked. Small camps constantly being rewarded. Down bot again.
They're going to get on Olnet. Fade was the one being jumped initially, but Bignum does get in with a rebound, and now the dispose. Olnet dropping a little bit low. Fade playing on edge, but here comes Nam. The TP attempt over. Bignum still dropping here to Bengun, and Fade is almost certainly dead here to Narman, as Olnet will secure the kill with the Lucent Beam. And well, somehow Bignum actually survived. In fact, he's going to jump back in onto Olnet. A very nice rotation here from Yamsun. Able to at least trade the life of Bignum. Can he find Bengun? He's going to run in past the tier 1 tower with his enchanted creep, hoping for another seed shot. Seed shot up in 3 seconds. Bengun still trying to run. And with Icarus Dive, it looks like he's going to be just fine to make it out. The Yamsun will keep the Warpine Raider following him, but it's not going to be quick enough. Bignum is at level 4, but as a Marcy player, you want to hit level 6 ASAP. And, well, just a bit of a slight error there, just giving those up for free. Bottom lane, they'll make the jump on Fade. Nice Ravage to fly out from Force. Fade still alive for a little bit longer, as now Wish has rotated, but Fade is gone. They'll wrap around the Dire jungle. Oh, they're running right into Sammy as well. They haven't seen him yet, but the pings are out. They seem to have a pretty good idea of where he's gone. And Sammy, I mean, unless he keeps running, he's dead. And there you go. Sammy eventually will find out the hard way that they were indeed coming. He'll pop the Chemical Rage and try to fight back against the egg, but does he have enough? No, he does not. Bignum trying to help out, but they still keep Sammy Boy alive. Sammy, he'll make it out another day, is now Benga, the one to actually drop it. Well, props to Apex Genesis, Jonathan. They got there very fast.
They are going for the Witchblade build up on Supreme, and looks like they'll try again onto Wish.
They put the silence off. It's not going to last quite long enough, but the Dream Coil will be there to follow up. Aether Element will not land, and now Olnet. Nice little rotation with the Eclipse to ensure they secure the kill.
I think once the BKB's up, that's when we'll start to see some activity out from Sammy. I don't know if you're really concerned, though, about the Elk. Like, yes, there's good healing. I think you're actually a little bit more concerned about, say, maybe Wish being disruptive. Maybe this Marcy scaling into a secondary core, like Bignum getting BKB's massive.
Force, Black Hole committed. Force has been caught. There's no help around him either, but he is a very tanky boy, but they'll take the kill. Meanwhile, Force is just casually taking a tier 2 top tower. Which is pretty Force, isn't it, John? He tends to do this. Just run up by himself and just hit towers.
And then die.
They're going to jump him, though. Or does he? Disruption. Eclipse out. Sammy, he's going to keep moving forward to Force, but Force, he has Ravage and he's ready whenever. He'll wait out the BKBs. His Apex, they'll get hit by the egg of the Phoenix. Force looking to go back in perhaps, but they are very cautious now as the Ravage is going to fly out. It connects on 3 targets. Here comes Fade, but the Black Hole is still on cooldown. Nothing to play with yet as Olnet going to go for the man fight as the Dream Core comes out, taking down Fade. Bignum also caught out will go down. Sammy on the run, but the chemical rage gonna wear off at the worst possible timing. Thankfully, though, he does TP out, as there is no cancellation for that TP. Olnet will lose his courier, which did have the Talisman of Evasion on it, which is a bit unfortunate because that was the full butterfly up, but nevertheless, here we go. Jump is there. They found Wish already on the Void Spirit, and the Eclipse has been popped through the Dream Coil. Ravage committed, but the Black Hole catching up the tides of the Disruption. It will save Force for now. Olnet, though, in trouble. Olnet is down. Force trying to go for a run. Force barely surviving, but for how long? The chase continues here from Yamsun. Bengun is the next target on the Phoenix as well, and Bengun certainly looking to drop now to Sammy. In fact, Fade will be the one to pick it up. Force still trying to get away from Sammy Boy. Gets onto the high ground of the Twin Gates and does make it out. So it is going to end up being a 2-for-2 trade, but this was certainly quite favorable for Apex Genesis.
Not the biggest thing to lose out on. BKB still a recipe away anyway in farm, so could maybe line up halfway through for your respawn.
Supreme.
Still?
Supreme, he's BKB'd up. The Black Hole has been committed by Fade, and the rest of the cavalry are incoming to try and pick off the puck. Can they get him though? Supreme. He'll get into the tree line. Yamsun's having a gander around, and he's going to find Supreme eventually, but again, the jaunt away will be there from Supreme right into Fade. The chase is on. It's Tom and Jerry all over again. So they've got the Aether Remnant this time, surely, to lock down the puck. And that'll make the Black Hole kind of worth it, but the problem is you're losing a T3 tower in the meantime. They lose about 1/3 of the T3 tower's HP, and, well, they also commit Black Hole for the puck, so I'm not sure if you really consider that a huge win for Apex.
I wouldn't say it is. It's a rough spot now. Sammy?
Oh, this is a really rough spot. Sammy's gone. Not expecting them to stick around, and now Yamsun, who was just hanging about with his carry, does go down. And, well, remember that tier 3 tower I told you about, John? Now it's definitely.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. Again, it's I don't know how you turn this around right now, though.
Bignum, he's trying to go for a bit of a boxing match here with Olnet, but that's not going to work out. Olnet's cheating with some glaives. Not very fun at all. They're going to try and slow this down as best as humanly possible, and by the time for Sammy to be able to respawn. Here we go again. Tier 3 top tower. Final lane of barracks standing. Yamsun, do not die to those damn glaives, sir. They'll make the jump in. Coil is out. They caught the Void Spirit with that. In fact, they'll throw the anchor as well, but Bignum, he snuck in from the back. The problem is Bignum is just dying. Sammy trying to go after Bengun, but he just doesn't have the damage output. Eventually, Wish will take care of him, but now the Black Hole immediately cancelled. Ravage and Disruption out. And with that, can they actually deal with Olnet? Olnet's still going for the man fight here, but he eventually should die, but he takes down Sammy with him. It's a triple kill for Olnet. When you do eventually get the Lunar and you put a stop to this push. Full Satanic now up on Olnet to make matters worse for Apex Genesis. I mean, they have smoked up. They are going to make it in time to contest Roshan, but Force is holding the Twin Gate high ground. In fact, he jumps in. Hex is out. He caught the out, and now the Ravage. It's caught 3 targets. Sammy already half HP, but he does get the ulti off and run. Bignum is down. Wish in trouble. Right underneath the egg. He will get stunned up. Wish trying to find a way out of this through his BKB. Will still run, but the chase is on for the Void Spirit, and they've got him. Wish is gone. Sammy running around in circles trying to find a target. Fatal jump into the Black Hole, but it's only on one. They only caught Bengun, and it was cancelled immediately. And with that, Apex Genesis falling like flies. They got Force, but it will cost them basically their whole team but Sammy.
Looking like our last fight left. Still a minute until Black Hole's up on Fade. And again, without that tool, there's just no threat, it feels like, here.
Absolutely not. Yamsun, he might just die to the glaives coming in here from the Luna. Force does make the jump in. Yamsun trying to Hurricane Pike away, but is doing literally no damage here to Force. He is down as Olnet now right onto the Ancient. Sammy is up, and Sammy is going to try. But a big Dream Coil coming out, locking down a couple, and now the Ravage from Force will ensure the GG call will be committed here by Apex Genesis. And that'll be game 1 convincingly going the way of MOUZ Esports.
So it can be difficult. I am curious about what Olnet does on this DOTA. I'm not completely sold on the DOTA overall. He does go for the venomous volley facet, so you're still going to be able to reposition. You're still going to be able to get into team fights. As an offensive tool, it's still insane for mid. Taking a look at the top lane, of course. Again, there is some good aggression coming out. Ooh.
Yeah, Fade in big trouble. He'll try to run, but Olnet secures first blood on the Medusa. And 0-1, a pretty quiet game, but I suppose considering the drafts we've got here, John, you kind of expect it as I say, that Yamsun has rotated top lane, but they missed the spear. Olnet's going to be all right. Fade's the one in trouble now. Supreme's rotated over. Fade going down. Can they find Olnet? They cannot, Jonathan. Olnet's going to be just fine to survive as now Bignum being chased down. Bignum, Melodic still ticking away. He'll survive for now. He'll find a bounty rune, but Narman with one more Shadow Poison should have the kill, and he's going to hand it over to his MK if he can. Bignum, though, heals up a little bit. He's still alive, but they will eventually hand over the kill to Supreme.
Apex has this idea to try to burst down Olnet while he's squishy, but there's just not enough damage. Again, the disruptiveness of this Witch Doctor in teamfights, the fact that he can invest in Maledict and the Cask. Let's make it harder. Try again, though.
They are going to give it another crack. Olnet already low in HP, so should go down as they do land the spear this time around from Fade. And that is going to be a nice, easy pick-off here onto the Medusa.
Not. Still having a decent enough lane down bot. Again, you can't really stop the Esper from farming. I love that he hasn't gotten Infernal Blade whatsoever. They are trying to chase in. They've got Doom ready.
Oh, nice Hurricane from Force. Drags him back to Nama, but there's a lot of TPs incoming. They'll commit the Doom, they'll commit the Death Ward, and they've got the kill onto Sammy. In fact, they've even got Bignum. Quick rotation out from Supreme with the Simian Stride. And with that, it's a 2-for-0 trade in the favor of MOUZ. Wish still hanging around. Should be perfectly safe to get out. Yamsun, on the other hand, I cannot say the same for him. Force will just chase him down, and Yamsun, in the middle of nowhere, is eventually going to go down and does. Supreme. Oh, there you go, John. There's a lot of fear, considering how fast you can rotate, especially with the MK. And here comes Supreme. He's TPing right in. Olnet has been jumped, but is it enough? They've got a lot of mana removed, but a nice boundless Sammy. He couldn't get the Requiem off. It'll be cancelled by Supreme, and now the chase is on. The side of Apex, they need to get the hell out of here. Supreme, still basically 1v5ing them here. Supreme! Never mind what I said, John. Supreme! He'll head back to his tier 1 tower. TPs are somewhat available, but no, he's out of position now. Coil's gonna land. TP's incoming. Does he have enough time to survive this? Disruption will come in. Narman, he's made it just in the nick of time. It's now Sammy. He's the big target. He'll get doomed up, and with that, it is looking like Sammy is dead. The Supreme will secure the kill. Onto Yamsun they'll go, and Yamsun, I highly doubt makes it out, and he will not. Tips out for Sammy this time around. Does get caught. So does Fade with the Demonic Purge. And Fade certainly looking to die here as Force will not leave him alone, but no, they see Sammy instead. Requiem out from Sammy to try and give them a bit of space to get out of here. Bignum is down, and Sammy, well, he saves his Mars, but he gives his own life away. It's like Fade was definitely set to fall. The Requiem does say Fade. Problem is Sammy was the much bigger target.
There he is, just a higher tempo hero on that SF. And the sacrifice is being made by Apex, just not lining up. It's rather curious. For a second, I almost thought that he didn't have Bloodsport here on Fade. Does get spotted out.
Boy. Yeah, I mean, I said Fade was alive, but Force is not going to leave him alone now, taking him down very easily with the Scorched Earth and the Hurricane. And this game number 2 is not getting any easier. If you do have your blink up now on the Mars, so some nice initiation coming in here for Apex Genesis. Problem is they're losing their mid tier 1 tower as we speak, and what looks like bottom lane, they might want to set up onto Sammy. Sammy's alright. Instead, top lane is where they're going. Fade in a bit of danger, does at least get away with the defensive arena for now, but the Melodic is still going to kill him.
And Apex, I mean, they're moving as a unit. They've got Arena back up if they want to try something.
Well, Sammy, this could be the bait they require, but the problem is the team actually ended up leaving. They were right by Sammy a second ago, but they ended up going north as now they'll jump in with the arena, catching out the Monkey King. But do they have the damage up with the Supreme? Not quite yet, they don't. Narman, he'll save with the disruption. Terrorize out as well. Bengun is at least down. Still trying for Supreme. They will get him. But what's it going to cost? Force looking for a bit of a chase, does still have the Doom up, looking for the puck now, but the puck with the phase shift will survive, so he will blink away. Chase is still on for Narman, but Narman with the Glimmer Cape is going to be able to survive. And so they do get away with a positive trade.
Opening for a bit of a play, though. They are smoked behind that tier 2 here.
But how fast can you burst on the down? Like, he's got an amp damage rune, he's got a butterfly up. Can you actually kill him? They're going to try, spin back, but it doesn't land onto a tree, and the arena and the tower goes down at the wrong timing. Everything going wrong. And now, well, Yamsun, he will get stunned. I mean, Yamsun at the very least is not making it out. Sammy will try to fight. Meanwhile, a Doom committed here onto Wish is going to ensure the puck death, and Bignum will go down with him. A 3-for-0 trade in favor of MOUZ.
It's just free to waddle around in the arena. No care in the world has the opportunity to turn on Stone Gaze, and the rest of the team was watching anyway. Like,
oh, he's found Fade. The game sense from Narman. Finds Fade in the tree line, and Aldit is going to have plenty of damage to deal with him as all. They saw Sammy to boot. Clayton is going to lock him down. Hurricane forcing Samson back, but it won't matter. He's all right. Meanwhile, mid lane, Yamsun is not, as Bengun will just solo in there with the Death Ward, of course.
They're holding on to one more tier 2. I don't know if MOUZ particularly cares. I mean, Doom's back in 20 seconds.
Another nice clape near. Boundless Strike available. They've caught out Sammy Boy again. They're going to lock him down. Arena is out from Fade to try and help out as they're aiming down Force, and they might just have Force this time. Force finally will drop. Meanwhile, Sammy actually runs his way out. A great start here for Apex Genesis. Problem is, MOUZ are the ones still chasing. So they do get Yamsun, but that's going to be it. It's still a good trade. Spear. Maybe this will be the one. Older. Lower than half mana now. Will still go to fight back in the arena, but is going down as Sammy Boy's damage upward. Surely does die and does the first time. That's a good start. Can they get him a second time? Sammy, the Requiem, did he time it properly? I don't know if he did. Aldit, he's going to have the man fight through this. The Stone Gaze has been popped. The Wukong's commander's out. Sammy. Sammy is gone. Yamsun is also dead. I guess it doesn't really matter whether he timed the Requiem perfectly, but it looked like he was a little bit off.
Yeah, just a tad bit early in that one. And they do get punishment. They managed to find one more, but this is not going to stop Olnit. Has enough mana left to still dig into the racks. Even Wish
a lot of
bit of danger.
Careful, Wish. Let's take it easy now. Alright, top racks is gone. Wish, still trying. Olnit is basically 0 mana right now. So Wish is still trying to find a way to kill him. Coil is committed. Maybe they can get him. Olnit completely alone, but no. Never mind Supreme's here. Olnit, still in danger. Wish has not given up, but now the turnaround. Olnit. Oh, they'll get him. Wish has got him. It's a nice pickup from Wish.
Pretty much. Not a lot of options really to do. I mean, they've got control of the map. They can just keep farming up, but
Supreme.
at least they take tempo here.
The speed doesn't really connect on anything, but it won't matter. A nice pushback here from Fade. Supreme will drop to Sammy. That's a big pick-off. In fact, they even found Force now. Yamsun getting some work done here on the edges. Forces the BKB out from Force, and that'll be it. Force is okay. They'll move in. Wish is looking to hold him back though with a Dream Coil perhaps, and he does move in onto Force. MOUZ very hesitant to try and force a fight now. It's looking rough to get in there. Requiem has been popped as well, though a nice Boundless from Supreme, but it will not matter. Aegis is picked up by Sammy, but Aldit, he might find it immediately. Sammy's down, and he's right in the Wukong's command. Horrible position here for Sammy to try and fight him. Fade will jump in with the arena, but Sammy is gone. Yo, you got Roshan, but it just immediately meant nothing. Bignum will follow. Wish is down a boot. Fade is trying to fade away, but he is stunned through the TP. That'll be a 4-for-0 trade for MOUZ. And they will buy back on 2, but it's going to be rough defending without their SF.
He knows that he still needs something defensive here to ensure that he can just play his game. Spear falls flat again from Fade. What?
Again? Fade? I mean, it might just be the pressure here, John. I mean, all that he has pretty much been standing still the whole time. Coil out, only landing on 1. It's going to be the Witch Doctor. Bengan is still perfectly fine. He'll go for the Voodoo Switcheroo. Still has the Death Ward available whenever. Boundless Strike landing on 3 targets. They'll take down Yamsun. He'll buy back immediately. Sammy, meanwhile, has been doomed by Force, and Force will just follow him right past the Tier 3 tower. Eventually looking to back off. Force may have gone a bit too far. Glimmer Cape will buy him a little bit of time, but the Spear is not going to help. Still, they do secure. Force is down. But can they really keep this fight going here, Apex? It seems like they can. Supreme now in danger. He'll be on the run. But Wish is chasing him down. Supreme, very low. Fade, looking for a spear. Doesn't quite land on the MK, but gets Narman. As now Fade does go down to Olnett. Olnett, though, dropping low on mana. Gonna go for the man fight against Sammy, but the Requiem, no, it's not enough.
Oh my
It doesn't complete the animation. Bignum trying, but Olnett's still perfectly fine. Wish will jump in. Here comes Yamsun. Yamsun will get the job done. And they successfully defend high ground again. They won't though. Sammy, he won't go get greedy running through the mid lane. Instead, they'll go into the triangle, but Olnett is right by their side. Yamsun going for a D-Ward, does get caught with his pants down, but a nice force stuff onto the high ground and a sprink away. They haven't caught Yamsun yet. Chase is on. Gleipnir will connect here from Supreme. Boundless Strike and Casters come out as well, and that should be Yamsun dead. Meanwhile, towards the south though, Olnett is fighting by himself against Sammy. Sammy gets to the high ground. Yamsun still somehow alive. Should surely go down. Olnett in the meantime trying to go high ground. Yamsun's life will finally be lost in the meantime, as now Fade will be chased. Fade caught out. Narman goes down meanwhile. Sammy takes him out. A very split kind of affair, but it seems as though MOUZ will come out on top as they are still continuing to just chase Fade down, but they'll have Boundless in 1. They will miss the Boundless, and Fade, he gets out. Sentry placement from Bengun is there, but Fade is fine. Fade makes it out, but I can't say the same for Wish. And Wish was much more important than Fade was.
And you can see again, this time they isolate Olnett. He still manages to get the BKB. Not an easy target to go for. MOUZ, they smell blood and water.
Invictus is going to go down pretty quickly. Wish does have buyback now available. He's going to do it immediately. Olnett dropping low on mana. Could be in pretty big trouble trying to run away. A Boundless Strike and a Dream Call is out. They still have the Medusa alive, but surely not for long. He's still dropping. They'll try to heal him up. Olnett, is he really making it out of this? The answer is yes. He's walking out.
Fresher than it is, you'd assume it to be. So it can catch him off guard. It was really curious as well. Fade blinked in, instantly got silenced up by this accursed Mindbreaker, and just died. That is rather unfortunate still.
Oh, Supreme. Supreme has just died. Gets caught by the Twin Gates trying to get to the Roshan pit, and Supreme is down.
They could try for a tier 2 if they really wished. Ags is passed along to Force, so AoE Doom on hand, simplifying the process to try to pin down this puck. And
speaking of that puck, John, Wish. Oh no!
What? No, my goodness.
Oh no! So that accursed Mindbreaker you talked about, John, it did it again. Refresher Orb, though, on Fade can make all the difference. We've seen these Mars plays, when they do land, it does tend to end up being quite effective here for Apex Genesis. Midrax is gone, though. Olnett does take it down very easily. Onto the Tier 4 towers he'll go, so just forgetting about the bottom racks altogether. He just wants to rush this game finish. Gets one Tier 4 tower. Looking for a second, but Sammy will start to get to work here against Olnett. Problem is, Olnett is happy to 1v5. Apparently, his Fade. No, the disruption. Perfect disruption from Narman. And now they've caught out the Mars. Fade will try to run, but the balance will land, and Force eventually cannot get the damage off. forces the one to go down. But here goes the Ancient. Olnett just focusing it right down. Fade, he'll drop the arena. They'll try one last time, but they're just being ignored completely here by this Medusa. Olnett does not give a crap. He's right after the Ancient, and the game is over. GG called. Game 2 will go MOUZ's way, and that'll be a 2-0 victory in this best of 3 against Apex Genesis.